Hi guys, today is Friday, July the 6th, and I hope everyone had a really wonderful holiday, enjoyed Independence Day with their friends and family, and we are really getting into summer. At this point, it is hot, and it's hot in a lot of parts of the country. I feel fortunate that it's not been as brutal here in Buffalo as it's been in some parts of the country, especially people that have lost their power and do not have the ability to have air conditioning. I really feel for people that are struggling like that. It has been hot and muggy, but being in Buffalo, we're right off the lake, and we do have really nice lake breezes, as opposed to people more inland. Like, say I have a friend in Syracuse who was reporting today that temperatures there were well over 100 degrees. So very grateful that we have it a little bit cooler here. Although I love the heat. I'm very cold-natured, and so I really love the heat. I wonder sometimes when winter comes and it's cold and miserable here why I stay, but irregardless, I'm enjoying the summer and the wonderful warm weather, beautiful weather. I have been growing patio tomatoes and peppers on my porch. We live right in the city, so we have no yard, and I've been doing patio tomatoes and things and having to water them every day and sometimes twice a day. And I had some peppers that were mature enough, and I've really been itching for some steak. So I thought we'd try steak tonight. I'd see how it goes. So I did. We grilled steak out and did the sauteed the peppers and the onions, and I'm really happy to say that it was pretty good. The steak went down pretty good as long as I took it in really small bites and chewed it up really well. Didn't have any trouble with it. I didn't finish the steak just because really my jaw kind of tired out, and I didn't want to, push things too far. The sockets where the extractions were done, they're still tender. So again, I tried to push things too hard really early on and learned my lesson on that. So I backed off and didn't finish the steak, although I really wanted to, trust me. I did see my dentist on Monday. He did adjust the spot on my partial in the back that's been giving me a lot of trouble. He actually made quite a large adjustment there, and I'm happy to say that it has been a big improvement, and the area back there is healing up quite nicely. One thing I'd like to mention is, and I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, because this was a discussion we had on Dan's at one time on the Dentures A New Smile support group, and that was I was afraid of dentures for a number of reasons, but one of the reasons, and this, it may seem like vanity, but I was afraid it was going to make my face look funny. I was afraid I was going to have this big fat lip up here, and that it would all bulge through here, and it would look like I had dentures in. And that was just completely not what I wanted. I am so happy with how everything has ended up looking. I didn't even realize how much facial support I was missing by not having a lot of teeth in the back and having these really tiny teeth in the front. That honestly, my face was shorter. If you look back at my original videos before I had the denture put in, you can tell the difference in the way my facial structure looks from then to now. Not only is my face a little bit longer, but it's thinner in through here, and it just, all the bone structure looks more natural and more normal. When I look back at the pictures of before I had the dentures and the videos, I'm actually kind of shocked at how really sunk in all this was. And why wouldn't it be? There really wasn't much tooth structure there. So if you're concerned that it's going to change your face and make it look funny, at least for me, it has been like the complete opposite. I was ready to go and, get filler done in the lines here, and I wanted a little bit of a nip and a tuck because I just felt like everything was sagging, but it was really sagging just because there was very little tooth structure underneath. So, you know, it's been wonderful. I've really enjoyed the way it's almost kind of given me a facelift. So if you're concerned about it's going to make your face look funny or whatever, it hasn't for me. It's actually been quite the opposite. And according to the discussions that we were having on dams, other women were reporting the exact same thing, that they felt that they looked better and that they looked younger. Not only did their teeth look better, but their facial structure looked better. And really, truthfully, why wouldn't it? You know, if you don't have a lot of teeth, if there's not a whole lot left in there, yeah, your face would kind of sink in. It would kind of sag. And having the dentures, for me, I've really enjoyed the fact that, truthfully, I think it makes me look younger. And my gosh, you know, I'm 46 years old. Who doesn't want to look younger when they're, you know, past middle age? But that's a whole other story. So I guess that's really all I need to report right now. Everything's going so well. I'm really pleased at how I've progressed. You know, that first week was tough. I'll kid you not, that was a really, really tough week. But ever since then, you know, it's just been going up and up and up from there. And I've been really, really pleased and really happy. And I'm smiling all the time, engaging in so much more conversation when I'm with family and friends. And nobody has said anything. And I almost think people really don't even notice. If they have noticed, I haven't noticed that they have noticed that something is different. One of our friends did look at me a little bit more the first night, which was about 4 or 5 days in after I'd gotten the denture. He did look at me like, you know, thinking maybe something was different, but couldn't put his finger on it or whatever. But nobody has said anything to me, which is good, because not something I'm really too keen on talking about with my family and friends, which is kind of funny because here I am talking to the entire world about it, yet I don't want to talk to my family and friends about it. But really, it's more just about trying to help and support others who are going through the same thing. And when there are people in your life that are not going through problems with their teeth, I think it's really hard for them to understand why in the world you would ever have all your teeth taken out and get dentures in. So I guess I feel it's just a little easier for me to talk about it with people who are interested and you know, are going through the same struggles in life. So anyhow, I really appreciate the comments and the encouragement and the really kind words that people have expressed to me. So again, if there's anything I can do to help anybody, I'm more than willing to answer any of your questions and steer you in the right direction if I don't know the answer. So you guys have a fabulous weekend, and I will touch base again in a little bit.